Hello everyone. Section 5.2, different forms of the equations of a line. Alright, so this section you have a bit of an advantage because we did some of this in the previous chapter 4 extension stuff. Okay? Anyway, here we go. So they're going to call it isolating a variable. Now you've already done that. For example, I give you an equation and I ask you to isolate one of the two variables. Now, the example you've already done is switching this from semi-standard to y equals mx plus b. So if I'm going to isolate the y, right, then anything that doesn't have the y goes to the other side first. And to move it to the other side of the equal sign, you use the opposite operation. So this said positive 15x. When I move it over, it's negative 15x. Okay, I don't want 25y. I want to know what y is. So I'm going to divide each piece by 25, right? Because it said 25 times. The reverse step is division. I'm going to reduce each fraction as much as I can. So what I've done here is, in your minds, from an earlier section, I've switched from semi-standard into slope-intercept form. But as far as 5.2 is concerned, you were told to isolate the y. So they're going to give you different formulas, different versions. They expect you to isolate the variable. And the way to isolate is to do its reverse step. Okay? Last but not least, this section has some word problems. If you remember from our chapter 4 extension, you had to give me let statements, create the two equations, and then solve for either x or y or both. So you have the advantage of having done the extension section prior to chapter 5. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your homework here are those questions there. And if you remember what I said before, 1 out of every 4 should do. Be selective. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care.